Okay, so you want to start off with 8 different colored strings, and you want to line them up and make sure you can see each and every one of it. I already started this one, so you have an idea on what it looks like. So it's the confetti pattern. So you want to start with the string. You can start with any string, just line them up in order, in whatever order you like. Just make sure they're all 8 different colored strings. So you're going to start with the one farthest to the left. So you're going to tie the first string around the second string, and this will be the right knot. So do 2 right knots on the first one. So the first pair is done. Then you do the second one, put the third string onto the fourth string, doing right knots. Then the third and fourth are gone. Now you're on to the fifth and sixth. Tie the fifth string around the sixth string. Now you're on the seventh and the eighth. Tie the seventh around the eighth. And now the seventh is the eighth. The fifth is the sixth. The third is the fourth. And the first is the second. So it's not confusing. It's a very simple pattern. After you tied your pairs with the right knots, you're going to start on the third string. With the third string, you're going to tie the third string onto the second string using the left knots, double left knots, and you're going to do it twice. So now the third string is going to move to the second slot. Then you go to the next pair, which should be the fifth and the fourth. You tie the fifth string around the fourth using the left knot, and you tie it twice. Then you go to the sixth and the seventh string. You tie the seventh string around the sixth string using the left knot again. When you've completed this, you should have not touched the first and the eighth string. Alright? So then you start again using the first and the second string, and you tie the right knots around it. Using the first and second string, you tie a double right knot. So now the first string that you tied around the second is now in the second slot. So then you go on to the third and the fourth. Third string goes around the fourth string using the right knot, double right knot. Then you go on to the next one, the fifth and sixth. Fifth around the sixth, double right knot. Then you go to the seventh and the eighth. Seventh around the eighth, double right knot. It's just a continuing pattern using double right knots first with the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Then you use the third onto the second using left knots, double left knots. So this is what I'm going to do. Third to the second, double left knots. It's just a continuous pattern using double right knots and double left knots. You start off with the double right. On to the 4th and the 5th, tying the 5th around the 4th. 6 and 7, 7 over 6. And right after that, you should do the double right knots. And it's just continuing pattern with the double right and the double left. If you have any questions, you can just post comments. If you don't like how it's set up, you can also help me out with there too. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your confetti bracelet. If you have any trouble, just send me a message or something.